Good day! We humbly present to you the redesign for the Wearhealth app. This app is designed to track an elderly person's activity and health in real time and is a safe space for all the elderly and their families. Wearhealth app will focus on giving elderly families peace of mind by providing them with useful information and data about their loved ones. To use the Wearhealth app, a member of the smartwatch user's family must first download the Wearhealth app. After downloading, they have two options. If they already have an account, they can immediately click the login button, or if they are new to the app, they can click the create account button. So let's try signing in for a new account. Since creating an account on the existing Wearhealth app can be time-consuming because the user must enter their basic personal information. So, the group redesigned it and added the option to continue with an account through Facebook, Google, and Apple, as this account has the safe information that the app requires. The smartwatch user's authorized family can select their account upon signing in with the preferred platform. So we'll sign in with Google, and we will select the personal account. After successfully completing the sign-in, the Wearhealth app user can now access the data and information of the smartwatch user. Since we have not yet connected with the smartwatch device, you can see that there is no data yet. As we can see, the homepage of the app displays Health Index, which indicates the smartwatch user's overall health status. We can also see the measurement status, which indicates the smartwatch user's blood pressure monitor, and it includes the feature steps, sleep, and heart rate. At the bottom, you can also see the buttons for today, activity, care plus, and user profile. After a brief overview of its features, let us now explore each of the app's buttons. Let's start with the measurement. As we can see, this section displays the blood pressure monitor. The smartwatch user's blood pressure can be checked using this section at any time, and if she doesn't believe the data is accurate, there are options added below to recheck it. After confirming that the information was reliable, the app user could also press the Save button. As soon as we click the Today button, the smartwatch user's blood pressure saved data will be shown in this section. The app user has access to all historical data going back to the first day they recorded or saved the data needed. So this includes all records from the beginning to today. Let's return to the app's homepage and click the Steps button. This section, as we can see, keeps track of the user's distance traveled, number of steps taken, and number of calories burned. Similar to the first feature, there are options to save or delete the data. However, this section has 3 different time slots: morning, afternoon, and evening, and we're in the morning schedule. This is the afternoon schedule, which has the same options and design as the morning schedule. This is evening, which has the same options and design. Returning to the homepage, let's select the Sleep button. This section, as we can see, keeps track of the user's sleep patterns. This means that the app user can actually keep track of how much sleep her parents get, how often they wake up, how deep or light their sleep is, and how long they stay up. The amount of sleep the person wearing the smartwatch desires can also be targeted using this app. This section, like other features, includes save and delete options for the data gathered. Returning to the homepage, let's select the Heart Rate button. As we can see, this section offers 2 parts, and we are currently in the Measure part, which displays the user's heart rate measurements. When we click the Result part, the actual result is displayed along with the statuses such as average, healthy, maximum, and danger. So, just like with other features, the app user has the choice to recheck and save the information from this section. Now, let's return to the homepage and select the Activity button. As we can see, the Activities section includes a map. If the family is concerned about the whereabouts of the smartwatch user, this can help them find their location. The app user only needs to click the Search button to find the precise location. If they wanted to change the activity that the smartwatch user wanted, they can also use the arrows above by swiping right. In this section, the target step of the smartwatch user shows. They are free to select how many steps they want each day, and if decided, they can immediately click the Confirm button. However, if they want another activity for the smartwatch user, They can again use the arrows above by swiping right. For this section, the app user will decide the target sleep of the smartwatch user. They can also monitor it by using a different feature from the app. So after knowing the activities, let's now proceed to the user profile. In this section, your account button contains the app user's basic information. In order to connect with the device or the smartwatch of your parents and access the history and vital signs, we must first select the link options. The app user must select an option from the link options. As we can see, it is not only through Bluetooth, but also through Wi-Fi and cellular data, allowing the app user to monitor the smartwatch user's activities and vital signs, regardless of how far they are from them. So since our Wi-Fi is already turned on, let's use that to connect the smartwatch. Now let's click the Connect a Device. This part is very important as we can now access all the data of the smartwatch user. As you can see, there are 3 IDs, which indicates that there are 3 different devices near the app user. We will select the second ID as it is the app user's parent. But if the device that you are looking for is not here, you can always click to find another device. Let's select the second ID. Once connected, click the X button. We're now connected to the smartwatch user, so we now have access to all of our information and data. Let's go ahead and click the image or icon. This is the user profile section. There was no data when we selected it a while ago, but when we connected with a device, the information was linked to the Wearhealth app. We can see that she is the smartwatch user, and this is her personal information. Let's go back and check the history button. This section displayed historical information about activity, sleep, and heart rate. First, let's select the activity button. The activities that the smartwatch user has performed historically are shown here in summary. Time periods include the day, the week, the month, the third month, and so forth. Now, let's go back and click the sleep button. The data shown are the history highlights of the sleep pattern of the smartwatch user. There are also time periods including the day, the week, the month, the third month, and so forth. Now, let's go back. Lastly, let's select the heart rate button. The data shown are also the history highlights of the heart rate of the smartwatch user. There are also time periods including the day, the week, the month, the third month, and so forth. Now let's go back to the history section. Let's return to the user profile. Let's select the added feature of the app, which is the vital signs. In this section, the vital signs data will be entered manually. It's only for tracking purposes since doctors wanted the patients or guardians of the patients to monitor and record data as it can be beneficial in the future. Vital signs include blood glucose, oxygen level, body temperature, and respiratory rate. Going back, let's go ahead and click the Care Plus button down below. This is the app's final feature. The Care Plus section is used when other app users want to access the smartwatch user's data. So when the one app user is busy, other authorized users can also access the data needed. To protect the data shared in a group, users can accept or reject one's request to access the smartwatch user's data. A maximum of 4 users can be added for a total of 5 authorized users. That's all for the Wearhealth app. Thank you and mabuhay!